Daily Show 905 in with Jackie, and Jackie alone today with Vitality. Getting ready for the big day. We're 2 days away.
2 days away, and let me tell you, I am so excited. It has been crazy busy, but there's so much happening, and there's so much to talk about. That's where it's like, I'm on pure adrenaline right now, so I think come Saturday, I'm probably going to sleep for at least 48 hours.
I asked if you were taking Monday off because I feel like it's warranted at this point. That's you guys have all been really getting the work done, and I mean, you're here, you know.
I'll tell you what, it's amazing. You know, you never think about how much it takes to put one of these events together. Mm-hmm. But I could not do it without the team. Everyone is so focused on their piece of it. It's like, it's Nehemiah's Wall. Like, everyone build their piece, mm-hmm. and it's crazy what can get done in record time.
Well, and also, you were filling me in that you've been looking to partner with more organizations throughout the community. Vitality has. And take me through 7 Weeks Coffee. What's this all about?
Oh, so this is great. So I've been looking for organizations to really work with on, you know, I talk to everyone. It seems like every time I sit down with somebody, we're sitting down. Now, I don't really drink coffee. I'm more of like a chai tea latte kind of a person. But everyone that I talk to, I'm sitting there and it's over a cup of coffee. And it's just been this incredible thing. So we had a company reach out and say, hey, we partner with pregnancy centers all over the country. Mm-hmm. And we do this program where people can actually order coffee. And for every, you know, cup of coffee they serve or that they get, you know, sold through our system, we send you back 15%. Wow. And I'm like, that is incredible. So I'm just going to, you know, reach out to the churches and say, would you be willing to share this coffee with your members or with, you know, just different organizations across the region, and to every bag of coffee you order, we're going to get a piece of the proceeds.
15% of every sale. Look at that's incredible.
Yeah,
really cool.
I'm excited, and like I said, I'm not a coffee drinker, but they offer more than coffee. And for all of my, like, every friend I have is loving their coffee in the morning. So here's an opportunity to do what you love and give back.
Well, and also, if you guys want to support Vitality too, Schwarzkopf is another one of your great partners, and there's a really cool website set up now, an online store where, you know, people can get shirts and really support Vitality's mission, and I think that's a really good thing to do. Yeah,
you know, this was exciting. So we want to partner with as many of the local businesses as we can. So we work with Granny's Uniforms, located in Upper Alton, and she provides the scrubs for our nurses tote bags and different merchandise. And so we're working with her on those programs. And then we want to partner with Schwarzkopf on this because we're going to run this campaign for 2 weeks, 3 times a year. So we'll do it for the next 2 weeks now. We'll run it again in a back to school program in August, and then we'll kick it off again in November, December. But for the next 2 weeks.
I like the pullover. That's nice.
They have all of these incredible options. You can get, you know, hoodies, sweaters, vests, t-shirts, golf shirts. I know we're getting into the golf season, so you can represent Vitality in the community. And for those that love what we're doing, you know, please order a hat, get one of these cool golf shirts. You know, and I'm just excited for all of the options they provided because it's just great. I was so blown away with everything they're doing. So to be able to work with these businesses in our community, it just means everything. I'm really excited about what we're doing.
I think it's so important that I'm not saying that others don't, but just other nonprofits take note of, you know, this idea of growing, because, you know, I think sometimes we all look for the grants and, you know, let's get this 20,000 and let's put this into Facebook or let's do that. But I mean, whenever you're able to really have a physical connection and, you know, the handshake and really expand a relationship through partnerships like this or, you know, coffee, I think that goes a lot longer sometimes than, you know, what a finite amount of money will get you for that couple of months or for that year.
Absolutely. It's crazy how much just a cup of coffee, everybody drinking every morning, how that adds up. Or, you know, every t-shirt that gets sold, every little piece helps. And I think sometimes you know, when you take a step back and you reflect on all of the incredible things that have been happening, it's not one big thing. It's a million little things coming together. And I think all of these pieces have been getting pulled to paint this beautiful picture. So I'm so excited for where we're going. We're going to be talking about a lot of these stories on Friday and just sharing some really cool things over the next year. It's going to be awesome.
You got a lot of nice sponsors for this event.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
hold on. First, you have over 300 already registered. I think we're going to be close to 4, Jackie.
I think we are. I was looking at the numbers, and I I'm hoping I didn't miscount because I clocked it at about 400, but I was going through my notes this morning going, uh-oh, that was a name I didn't have on my list. And then I'm like, oh, somebody sent me. So I'm like, I was told I have to shut it off at 400. So I'm going to figure out how we're going to make this work. But if you're coming, make sure you get there early so we can get your seats or get everything in place. But it's going to be an incredible night. And the sponsors, I am just blown away. I have a full page here. I brought them and printed them because I don't want to forget anybody. And even in that, I'm sure there's somebody I'm not mentioning.
Yeah, bet.
So let me apologize in advance if I miss you. Call me and yell at me later. I will make it right. But Odyssey Radio Network. So they represent a whole group of, it's Y98 and 102.5 and KMOX and 97.1 FM Talk and Hot 97 and 96.3. Wait. Yeah. I'm sure I'm messing that up.
They have a huge umbrella of networks. And it's great for Vitality to have that partnership with, that regional message too, in a way. That's great.
Yeah. So we're reaching people on both sides of the river, just kind of telling them. But again, it's like, how are we tapping into our backyard? And there are so many listeners that they do have on the side of the river. And Denson Inc. Cooling and Heating, they're doing so. It's just really cool the conversations we've been having with some of the sponsors. String and Parrish Attorneys at Law, who's really focused on like adoptions and real estate and quality. Okay, if you need a car, this is where you go.
They treat you well.
Yeah, Granny's uniforms. I adore. Granny is like my best friend, and I adore her.
She's an Alton legend.
She is, and so she told me she adopted me, and I told her I was like, I adopted you like a couple of years ago. I adore her and she's amazing and the work she does is incredible. Liberty Bank, they've been an incredible partner of ours for so many years. Faith Lutheran Church, OSF, St. Anthony's Healthcare, Riverbank Marketing, RiverBender, Beyond Creative AI. I have a special story about that one. You'll hear about it at the dinner. Print Media Corporation, Babcock Insurance, Cope Plastics, Community Christian Church, Coleman's Campers, Tarrant and Harmon, Tall Oaks, which is a really cool barn.
That really nice wedding venue.
Yeah. Lifebrook Church, First Christian Church in Alton, Jersey County Hospital, Jewel Ride, and Phoenix 5, who just did all the window coverings at our new building. So
it looks great.
It does. Because when we were switching it for months, I had these like blackout curtains, and people are like, "Did you shut down? What's happening?" And it was kind of creepy driving by, and I'm like, "We gotta fix this." And so it was so Phoenix 5. They've stepped up and they made some beautiful coverings for us. So that just went up in the last week. So there's a lot of movement right now. There's a lot of things happening. And our goal is, at the dinner, we're just going to share some of these things and talk about all of the fun things that have been building. And I know, look, I promised you 2 hours. So I have people in the back to signal me to like, shut it down, Jackie, stop talking.
This is going to be so cool. VitalitySpeaks.net is how you can find out more about the mission program, really, of the Women's Clinic and some of the ways you can support them throughout the year, the events that are going on, and learn more about the great programs, too, throughout the group. Now, I'm not going to tell you I should tell you to reserve tickets if you haven't, but we're getting close to capacity here.
We're getting close. And, I had somebody...
That's a great problem to have.
It is. And I had somebody reach out this morning going, "Hey, I need to bring my interns. Can I squeeze them in?" I'm like, I will find a way.
Yeah.
If I have to throw up another table, if I have to bring a fold-out table and stick it in the back with TV trays, I'm going to do it. We're going to find a way to make it work. Just call me so that you're not at the TV tray or they'll get you at the table. But no, it's exciting, the response we've had. I think in the last couple of years, we were losing some traffic, and just to see the increase in the response and people saying, "I really want to see what you guys are doing." It's got to
be motivating for the team.
It is.
To really see that, wow, we're back kind of running here.
Yeah, momentum has been building, and now I think we're going to ride the wave and then just continue to build on it. So more ideas, the team's getting excited, bringing ideas to the table, and I'm like, let's see what we can do. We'll find a way to make it work.
That is VitalityWomen'sClinic.org that you saw on your screen if you want to make an appointment, you think you're pregnant or might be. Or to look at the services and the parenting classes, too, and really just dive into that more. I think that's a really just a great way to start, too. It's 9:15. We're going to come back and talk with Jackie some more, and we're going to keep talking about this event it is at 400 at least.
Yes.
We're going to get everyone in there.
We are going to make it work. Yes.
And we're going to see you all there. Still come. And if you can't make it, always try to support Vitality. I know that the baby bottle campaign will start soon.
Yes.
And we can come back and maybe tease that a little bit on the flip side of the break.
Absolutely.
We'll do it all, and then we'll come back and chat it up some more right after this.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit VitalityWomen'sClinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu. When you need a project done right, on budget, and on time.
What's up? It's my kid. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Tom Wells,
an assistant chief of the Godfrey Fire District. He has been a firefighter and an EMT for over 20 years. Tom is currently an instructor in the Lewis and Clark Paramedicine Program and has 2 degrees from LC, fire science and nursing.
I'm Tom Wills, and I'm a trailblazer.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence.
Welcome back, Daily Show. 9:18 is the time. We are two days away from seeing Jackie and Vitality and the whole crew at Lewis and Clark, Hathaway Hall. Oh, not Hathaway Hall. The Commons.
We're going to be in the Commons.
I don't know why I said that.
But no, it's going to be a
Parking might be there.
Yes. And that's why I'm like, get there early. Because I tell my parents, I'm like, you're going to want to get there at this time so you can get some good parking.
Well, and take us through the event, too, what people are going to see, too, because I know that we've kind of teased it. You're keeping it light, 2 hours in and out. Bella Milano's catering, which is always good. But there's also going to be a chance to really hear some of the impact, I think, from Vitality. Is that true?
Absolutely. It's going to be just a fun night. We really wanted to tie in as many of the stories from the community as we could. So you're going to actually hear from the chairman of my board. He's going to be talking about, his experience, because he's been on the board through each of the transitions.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just amazing, his perspective on how we've grown over the last, few decades. And then you're going to hear from other people in the community, people that have served on our board, who actually, I have a gentleman who he had adopted his son, who was actually a former patient's son. So
wow.
He was a child born through the organization.
Wow.
Mom decided to keep the baby, adopted, and he adopted the baby. And then, you'll hear from moms that have been through the parenting classes, moms that have, they've had, one or more than child, as they've come in to get their ultrasounds, and just women that have been through the support after abortion ministry, and then at the end of it, I'm actually going to get up, I'm going to share my story a little bit, which so I've written several books and I touch on pieces of these stories, but I've never really talked about it in a public forum, like, kind of going into the details of some of the things. And it is the craziest thing. You never know what's going to happen in the process of all this. So as I was getting everything set up, I actually found a book in my bookshelf. Now, this is my old journal. I started writing this in 2000. Let me see. I dated it. November of 2005. It has a lot of content, but in 2016, I had a house fire.
Yeah, I didn't know this.
Yeah, house burned down, lost every material item in 24 hours. And the only book that I was able to pull out of the house was this book. And you can see it's burned. You can actually see the layout of the Post-it that was sitting. But it was buried under a pile of books that had been incinerated. And I'm tearing through these books. I'm like, I got to find my journal. That is the only book I cared about. And I had a lot of books. I think that when they did the inventory on it, they listed there's like $50,000 worth of books that there were a couple I probably could have taken, but I didn't care about those. This was the only book I cared about. And as I was flipping through this book, I found a picture of me when I was 19 years old holding my son. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about this at the dinner. Again, it's not something I typically go into details about, but I feel like it's important. Everybody has a story.
For sure.
I think it's important that we take time to share stories because it can help somebody else on their journey overcome some things that maybe they're going through. And so I'm going to share a little piece of that at the dinner. And so I just wanted to, I want to encourage everyone, come out. We're going to have a beautiful night. You're going to hear these incredible stories of people in our community that have been impacted by the organization. And then you're going to hear kind of a vision of where we're going because there has been so much excitement and momentum that's been building. Yeah. I feel like we're just at the beginning of all of these incredible things that are getting ready to come.
I do too. And right after that, the baby bottle campaign starts.
The baby bottle, yeah. So I might take like 4 hours off, and then we're going right back in.
Because I asked if you were going to take Monday, and you can't.
I can't. I might come in around noon.
There
maybe.
you go.
I may sleep in.
There you go.
But baby bottles. So this is our second biggest fundraiser throughout the year. It's crazy. We go from our biggest fundraiser into our second biggest, and it's, it really is amazing because it starts Mother's Day and we carry it until Father's Day. And so we're going to partner with churches all across the region where they're going to be taking these baby bottles. And we just ordered new baby bottles. They're beautiful. But we actually had the schools reach out to us last week.
Can we get a few down here for Gus?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
I would love to bring some down. And they're really cool. We just ordered them. They're being shipped. Yeah, I think yesterday they got shipped out. So we'll have them in house. And we're going to start distributing them next week.
Fantastic.
And so it kicks off Mother's Day. We're going to be running. So
I love this. Seriously, bring a few by. We'll fill them up too.
Okay.
And it's really good stuff. And if you guys really have a chance to support Vitality, Friday, the dinner, the annual dinner, it's getting full, but you never know. So if you really have to be there, just call Jackie, call Vitality.
We'll find a way.
But realize, too, that your non-for-profit donation to a 501c3 is tax deductible to Vitality as well, and you can help support throughout the year.
Absolutely.
How about this? You go, like Dale said, you can get in anytime you want, but you can't ever leave without, I'm just kidding. But, whether or not you're doing it that way, or if you can't make it, just make sure you keep Vitality in mind. And also, get some pretty cool merchandise. I like this type of stuff because for like golf events or things that I do, it's great to have not just RiverBender things and, being able to rep different brands in town. And I like that. And you guys can support that way too. And then, where's my coffee flyer? Hold on here. I was ready to go. Dang it, Jackie! I was almost perfect. Almost perfect. And then here is the coffee flyer. We're going to go back onto the scene for, and we'll go into present so we can look better into this. But I love this 7 weeks coffee, and local churches could partner up, and different businesses could partner up to sell this, and then 15% goes right back to Vitality.
15% goes back. I love it. It's so exciting because who doesn't love their morning cup of coffee? And now you can give back in the process of you drinking something that you do anyway every day and that you love.
All I know is that, man, I wish I had your knack for finding sponsors. That is just incredible. And really a big shout out to all of them. And we'll make sure that we do something like that in our article for this week. Is there anything else you want to talk about before next Wednesday or before I see you Friday?
No, I think just, it's exciting to see what's happening in this region. And to partner with really great companies like RiverBender has been so valuable. And that's where we're excited, as we build more partnerships, as we lock arms with more people in our community. I think it helps all boats rise, you know, because we can sit there and cross promote and talk about all the great things happening. And I just see some beautiful things happen when those collaborations are on the table.
Fantastic. Jackie, it's always great talking with you, and I'll see you on the 10th.
Yes.
We'll take a quick break, and we're going to come back. Keith Shorten Associates joins us with exciting news next.